So what is a human being meant to achieve during this lifetime, and how does one, in any case, activate this conscious evolution process towards becoming our best selves, our best versions? Because really, every one of us is a genius, is a polymath, and this is why we called the embodied polymath it's one iteration short from the crystalline body, which is something that we can actually really achieve in an advanced civilization, free from the constraints of the present time. So, like I said, it's more about releasing the limiting beliefs and releasing the karmic densities and the heaviness. Really, a human being in its rest state is meant to feel light-hearted joy. It's not all of this density and the intensity of the emotional warfare that is being waged upon us is really part of the infection. It's not proper of the human being to feel such intense atrocities within. The human vessel, like I said, is designed to feel very light and joy and not intensity. It's not built for the intense feelings. And so this is how we know that we're infected, when we feel something very deeply and we can't let go, and it's like eating our brains and our heart. This means there is an entity that is riding our backs, basically. So a human being that is released from all of these parasites and released from the constraints of the current time that are absolutely not necessary and not part of the design, then this human is able to express all of their talents and their interests and their creativity and their power without limitations. And this is how we expand, how we transcend, and how finally the vessel breaks successfully and we grow into the crystalline body. Like I said, it's very hard in the West, in the current circumstances, and without the proper training and the proper cultural environment to produce a crystalline body. But what we can produce, what we can achieve, is the embodied polymath. This is someone who is absolutely fully embodied, fully occupying the vessel, fully realized in their potential, and are therefore capable to manifest any type of project that they desire, and they command their inner and their outer world. So they are prone to self-mastery and to potentially be a guide, a lighthouse for others to replicate this blueprint, because this is the idea. We don't awaken the sleepwalkers because this is rude and dangerous, but we do show them the way. We do become the example, the exemplary, the blueprint that they can replicate and then activate their own process. So this is basically the idea or the process of what a human being should become, without the limitations and without the constriction of the occlusive device and the infection that is currently present here on this timeline. So, like I said, one releases the density, releases the obstructions, releases the malware, the attachments, and this is where some of the mystical philosophies come in, because when we release attachments, what we are releasing is the malware. We are releasing the constraints that limit our capacity to become our most powerful selves. It's not about detaching and departing from the material plane, but rather to being departed or independent, emancipated from the constraints to our power. And so then we can come back to the material realm and materialize whatever project feels like relevant and necessary. And this is the question of the advanced civilization engineering. What to materialize when there are no constraints and no limitations in any aspect, in time, in budget, in materials, in, there are no constraints. So what to build when anything can be built, and who decides and how to decide. This is the vision behind Shevirat, the vision behind our program, that is to activate as many individuals as possible, because we are aiming at a species level evolution and ascension, and not just individuals. So this has been done before. The ontological exodus of entire civilizations who have vanished without a trace, they have moved on to a higher dimension. And so the idea is that we replicate this at a collective level, at a global scale possibly, in order to meet the threshold, to meet this great transition with consciousness, awareness, and fully in our power. So this is the idea. If this resonates and is something that interests you, then you're more than welcome to visit our GitHub library. It's free, it's open source, and I'll catch you next time.